All right, David, so where we at, brother?
2020 Barrett-Jackson Auto Auction. Welcome to Apex Vision TV. Gonna be a great episode series. I'm always excited to go to this. This is my favorite event. Last year I brought Tay, and this is like my first real video by myself. Channel's grown a lot since then, so let's go and walk in, man.
All right, y'all, so we just got into the building.
Just walking in, got Kim Block up here. He was up here last year too. The shit he be doing is just crazy. I still remember him with Subaru, the very first Gymkhana. He's gonna go do donuts around his Panda. So they're kind of like all the same at this point. Walk over here, brand new GT500. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how much power it has, but it's damn near up there with the Demon, and if not more than the Demon. But unlike the Demon, it actually has the handling characteristics of a sports car. I know that's actually the GT4 wing on the back. And then right next to me, we have a Ford GT. So let's go here. Oh, they made this thing. So this is the GT MKII. I'm hoping they do a GT MK4 to go for the Le Mans prototype class, #1 overall, win with the new hypercar class. Speaking of that, you know, they have these cars that they're building them and selling them to the public, unlike before. So this is the ultimate version of the GT LM car. Unlike the GT LM car, which has about 550, I think this has closer to 700. Obviously, you got the double element rear wing, the same diffuser, but multi-matic build. You see the intake up top for the extra cooling. Man, I wasn't expecting this here.
This car is beautiful, man.
That's what you can expect from Barrett-Jackson. You can already expect to be surprised.
You see the original Ford GT over there.
I think that's the newer one.
Oh, my bad. That's like a 05.
Yeah, that's like an 05. That's a supercharger. This is a bad one right here. What you think of it, Dom?
This is super dope. I mean, you know how much we love that Mach 2, the one we seen. Where was that at?
Cars
and Coffee in Scottsdale.
Yellow and black one.
This is basically like the new version.
New version of that. But like I was saying, this isn't set to race in any class, unlike the MK1 GT new version. So I want them to come out with a MK4 and enter in that overall Le Mans class. This is nice. I wasn't expecting to see this, but Ford
got the normal GT here.
Just how low the car is, like
Trying to
600. I mean, everybody kind of knows the specs. They came back for the 50th year anniversary, and they won the first year. Sad that I'm not going to be able to see this race, the C8. Really a missed opportunity, but you know, things go on.
let's check out this super.
All right, so last time we were at a show, we actually ran into our old high school principal, so we had to cut the clip because there was like a little awkward moment where the phone was kind of just sitting there on people's stomachs and whatever. But this is a Shelby Raptor. So this is right here, 525 horsepower, 610 pound-feet. A lot of people feel a kind of a way about the V8 versus the twin turbo V6. Me personally, I think speed is speed, but I did see Ford are going to make another Raptor with the V8, so you kind of can get whatever you want from there. The new one is a whole lot faster than the old one, but the event, man, this is crazy. The Raptors look so much better than any competitors. The Rebel doesn't look as good, and Chevy, I don't know why they're running from them. They chose to make a Colorado competitor, but let's go over here because I see a GT3 race car I wasn't expecting to see until the Daytona 24, which I actually would leave for on Wednesday. I leave for it on Wednesday, and they got some sim stuff going on over there, so we'll have to go check that out. But this is actually the Apex Motorsports Club. I saw that they signed a deal with Lexus, so they just have a lot of Lexus up there now. We already kind of broke down the RCF. It's kind of, I think, how you doing, man? V8, you know, but I think it's a heavy car, so they kind of missed out on the potential. Let's walk over here and see.
You do have another seat if
So for a direct comparison, you can turn the camera around here and look at the RCF, the regular one, then look at the GT3. You can just tell how much more aggressive it is, how much lower it is. This car has a 5.5 V8 NA. Maybe not 5.5, but it's a pretty reliable race car, man. It's actually been growing a lot on me lately. Up here, you can just see how much more aggressive it is. I mean, look at the brakes on it. Like, I'm just hyped for the Daytona 24-hour race, man. I remember when the car first came out, you know, it is a 5.5. But I remember when it first came out, we kind of gave it a hard time. We were like, oh man, you know, it's not a, I'm not gonna see it competing with McLaren and Porsche and all that stuff. I'll have to double check the results, but I do think this car won the championship last year. What do you think of it, bro?
Well, this is dope. I mean, like he said, we always kind of rag on the RCF a little bit. It's heavy. It doesn't really have like a true like competitive class.
Yeah.
But this just kind of goes to show what engineering can do. Like turn that into this. I never even seen this, and now to see it up close is crazy. Even just like the wrap and everything is just dope.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I agree. And they actually have a motion sim over here. Unfortunately, you know, we don't have a third person with us, so we're not gonna be able to film it. But we gotta come check this out, because
RCF, you know, I was at wait, is it still on?
Huh?
Is it on?
Yeah, it's recording.
So I think I seen the very first LCF at no, LFA, I'm sorry, at Scottsdale Bell Lexus, right?
Yeah.
And now we got this bad boy over here.
So this is the LFA Nürburgring edition. When the LFA first came out, I was a real big fan of it. You know, the V10. I really wanted them to go to the 24-hour Le Mans. Unfortunately, they didn't, but they did run in the Nürburgring 24. Not quite the GT3 class, if I remember right. But this is like one of my favorite cars, no doubt. And then especially, I've never seen an LFA, let alone a Nürburgring edition. I remember watching the episode of Top Gear. They did like a really crazy video game edit where they had like, they pointed out how the dash moves, and I think this is a pinnacle for Lexus, and I think honestly, they're trying to get back to that point of engineering, but a lot of people didn't like it. They talked about how much it cost and how a GTR was faster than it, and this car was made to compete with like the Enzo and stuff like that, but they took so long with it that the stick had got moved again, which that's just how it is. But let's see. 4.8 V8, 562 horsepower, V10, 6-speed. This one, it revs so fast that they had to put a digital dash in there to keep up with the tachometer, because the regular one just couldn't keep up. But see the bare carbon fiber, the red interior. No doubt this is one of my dream cars, man. LFA, Wyra BC, and a 997 GT2 RS. I would love to own any of those three, especially all three at once. What you think, Tom?
Yeah, I think this looks incredible. Like I said, the one I seen was a yellow one. I don't believe it was the Nürburgring edition.
No, the Nürburgring got the carbon fiber.
But the white looks incredible as always. Let's hope Lexus kind of comes back with a similar supercar so we can kind of get them back in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they got the LC now over there. That's the drop.
New LC convertible, which, I mean, we kind of already broke down the LC. I'm going to be honest, this just snatched my attention immediately. Unfortunately, I did see my friend. He posted a picture of the GT3 car, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy it. And again, it looks way better in person. We can go ahead and cut right here.
All right, so we just got pretty excited to see the new Saleen stuff. So right here we got what you said, the S1 GT4 class?
Yeah, so this is the S1 GT4. They don't have like a sheet out here to tell you what motor it has and stuff, but as far as I know, it's a 4-cylinder GT4 spec race car. Same thing as the Supra. But I remember Saleen, you know, they had the S7, which of course is right here. I remember like on Forza 3, I used to use that car a lot. And I remember watching Supercars, something with Tanner Faust, and basically he talked about how they wanted to challenge the European stuff and win, and they did. I remember him racing the Carrera GT, but it looks like they're trying to make a return to greatness. So you know, I'm all for the American companies going internationally racing. So let's see what happens, man. I think the S7 is an underrated all-time classic. But
I'm gonna circle around this way.
Go ahead, so let's keep it moving.
So this is the S1 GT4, like you said. We got the Saleen 302, which I think this looks way better than the normal Mustang.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Super clean. You got the Saleen. I'm assuming it's like F-150.
Yeah. F-150 road truck. But I will say I like the new design language. I like how smooth it looks. I like the singular design. And you can tell it's a race car because right here, the wing, I forget what it's called, but they put the support bars on top so that way it doesn't disturb the bottom of the car. Let's see what they do, man. This one looks a little bit better because
look how long the back end of this S7 is.
I've seen these twin turbo ones with 700 horsepower.
I think that was like the S7 Super Sport or something like that.
Some crazy number. But we'll see if this is the start of a revival for the brand, if they decide to go endurance racing again. And really, you know, this is the dream for me. One day I would love to start a company or join a company and go endurance racing. So to see this, I'm all for this type of stuff.
So back again from Barrett-Jackson. The first time we seen the CA in person was at the International Auto Show, like a month, maybe a little longer than that now.
Right after Thanksgiving.
So it's crazy now that they just got C8s up here all day. You can walk up to them.
They got about 4 or 5 of them.
This orange color is nasty. Orange is one of my favorite colors on cars anyway. But it looks amazing on the C8. The one we seen at the International Auto Show was all blocked in. You couldn't really get too close to it. This is, you know, hands-on.
Kind of peek in there. I'll find one of these where you can see the interior of it.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I can't wait to start seeing them on the streets. I know last night they sold VIN number 1 for 3.1 million. So, you know, obviously it's for charity. Somebody getting a tax write-off, but still, they look really good in person. So we're gonna circle around and we'll get back to y'all. All right,
so we got another Bonnie and Clyde, old school Tommy gun car.
The Packard.
And this is sweet because it actually drop top, take that whole thing off. I ain't gonna get too close up on it, but like I said, this is the type of stuff that I was shocked about the most when I first came to Barrett-Jackson. Of course, it's a classic. 1926. Some of my friends that I went to school with in Kansas, the automotive restoration program, they would absolutely be drooling over that thing. But we're actually gonna go ahead and close out right here. Great show. 2020, we got a lot on the way. 2020, we have a lot on the way. Obviously, it's a new year, new projects. You know, I'm decided to switch back to the Audi, man. The Audi A4. Reason being, you know, it's already turbocharged. But of course, Daytona 24 hours next week. I'm going to Florida. Never been. To get to check out, get to see Julio, get to check out his backyard. Obviously, the endurance race itself. So of course, I'm hugely excited for that. Stay tuned. But yeah, the show itself, great show. Gotta come check it out. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Apex Vision TV. Today, don't forget to check out all our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Apex Vision out, man.